I have a question for you, and don't kasongo me in this. If you are presented with a document today where you are supposed to fill in your postal address, would you still write that postal address of that primary school back in your village? Give me your answer in the comment section. If you have an up-to-date postal code, give this video a like. Now, after that question, how long will it take for a dividend check dispatched to you through your postal code back in the village take to get to you? Now, that is the kind of discussion I want us to have today, and I simply want to talk about how to access the NSC market in the digital era. In case you are coming to this platform for the first time, welcome to Finance Focus with Andrew. We limit ourselves to conversation that endeavor to enhance our financial literacy. I want us to talk about how we can go about buying shares in the stock market. I promise that every Wednesday I'll do a video touching on something touching on the stock market, that is the shares. And today I want us to discuss about how you can access the stock market. And I believe I began by saying that we need to appreciate what digitization has done to the stock market. In some earlier years, if you wanted to buy shares, you had to go physically to your broker to do a transaction. Another thing that was very traditional is the payment of dividend. Dividends used to be paid in check, dispatched through posta, and some of them could take a lot of time before they reach to you, and you could find that some of them could get to the shareholders when they are already expired, despite most of the dividend checks having an allowance of 2 years, as opposed to other checks that only have an allowance of 6 months. But thanks to digitization nowadays, you can receive your dividend payment even through your M-Pesa. Now, how do you access the stock? How do you see the share price changes? Do you know the current price of the Safaricom share? That is the most common share that at least you should know, because I think it is the most common share that Kenyans resonate with. Now, how do you get to know the current price of Safaricom share? For you to access the stock market, there is something that you need to understand. There is you. Let's say you are the investor, because if you don't have shares, you are not yet a shareholder. Let's say you are a prospect investor, and then there is a Nairobi Securities Exchange. Now, you cannot go direct to Nairobi Stock Exchange. You need a link, and that link is someone that we call a broker. There is someone whom we call a broker. You need to have a broker, and it is the broker who will assist you to open a CDSC account for you to access the NSC. So there is a broker who will assist you, who will open a CDSC account for you, that will enable you to access the NSC market, and it is through that account that you'll be able to buy shares. But majority of these brokers are commercial banks and other investment banks and investment firms. But the good thing is that today you don't have to go physically to them for you to access their services. I know different brokers have different applications, but in this video, I want us to talk about one application. The good thing is that this app is not even owned by a single broker, but it is just an app that facilitates, I think, around 6 brokers. So we are not advertising any broker in this video, but I'm just informing you an app that you can use that gives you an allowance to choose a broker among 6 of them. And the app we are talking about, it's the Dosikaa app. So go and find this app. At least even if you are not intending to buy shares anytime soon, there is nothing wrong with getting to interact with the market, getting to see how things move. So go and search the Dosikaa app, open an account, choose a broker among the 6 that are listed by that app, and at least you'll be able to see things running in that app. And that is how you can easily access the stock market without moving out of your house. So accessing accessing the stock market does not need you to physically move. You only need your phone and access to internet. And I want to mention 5 things that you'll be able to see from this app that you can check on a daily basis, so that you can be up to date with what is happening in the stock market. And number 1 thing is the top gainers for the day. And what we mean by top gainers, these are companies whose share prices has shown an upward trajectory. They gained where their price changed from where they closed last. So those are the top gainers. Number 2, you'll be able to see the top losers. These are companies whose share price or value has declined from where they closed last. Number 3, you'll be able to see real-time market watch. That is, you will be able to see as share price changes. That is either going up or going down. You need to realize that if we say that Safaricom share is trading at 18 shillings, it does not mean that now, today is on the 21st of May. Now, Safaricom share is just sitting there. I'm trading at 21 shillings, at 18 shillings. The Safaricom share will not spend a whole day trading at 18 shillings. You need to understand that share prices change every hour, every minute. So you'll be able to see that on a real-time basis. As it goes down by 1 point, as it goes back down from where it was, you'll be able to see the changes real time. Like you see numbers moving, and you see the price changes. Number 4 thing that you'll be able to see is the portfolio that you hold. I'm assuming that you get to open an account and open a CDSC account and buy some shares. At any given time, you can be able to check the number of shares and the companies where you hold some shares. That is what I mean by the portfolio that you hold. Another important thing is it is the change in your portfolio. That is value change of value. Let me place it that way. That is change in value of your portfolio. You can see from my app, at any given time, I can tell how much my shares value has increased or decreased. So if it is in green and going up, it means that if I was to sell all the shares that I'm holding today, I will experience a capital gain of this percentage. And the same, if you are to sell your shares and you make a loss, it will still show a percentage of how much you get to lose. So at any given time, you can tell whether the shares you are holding are profitable or they are not, so that you don't end up selling shares at a time when you'll make a loss. You see? So that you don't end up selling shares at a moment where you are going to make a loss and it is not an emergency. So it is good to have information. Go and get the Dosikaa app, open a CDSC account, and get to try and understand how these things operate from a practical point of view. See you next week.